The Moroccans, they're smart. Morocco is in my blood, it's in my soul, it's in every step I take. Wow, Aji, chef!
Alright, I'm very lucky today to have two chefs in the car, and we're gonna go cook a tagine on the beach.
With a pallet.
Fish, les poissons aujourd'hui. مرحبا بكم عندنا في أورير. Poisson fraîche aujourd'hui. Numéro.
Et ça, c'est Peugeot?
Oui, c'est numéro.
C'est Peugeot.
C'est Tarik.
Wow.
Tarik.
Tarik.
I think numéro.
No.
Numéro.
Numéro.
Give me a kiss, baby.
مرحبا بكم عندنا في أورير. Les poissons fish.
C'est pas les poissons, c'est le hut.
Islam.
Oui,
Islam.
واحد كيلو د الميلون.
Oui.
عافيك. مي
أناناس باربيكيو. It's good. مرحبا بكم عندنا في أورير.
واحد كيلو ونص.
كيلوس.
Gotta go and get a mishma now and some charcoal.
Okay, guys, let's do it.
Yeah, it's called a shawaya. Shawaya. Just dirham.
Like I said, eh?
Let me phone 2 dirhams.
Yeah, throw it in the car.
Inshallah mishma. See. That's it.
So, chef, what do you say?
Sabah al-Khair, everybody. How are we? We're going to do some cooking today, huh?
Uh-huh.
We're going to take on a little journey into the fish tagine. Beautiful place to be doing it. And
Close
this is Lucy. This
Lucy,
is
great.
Heather. This is
And this is the real guy that's actually working over here, not just running their mouths.
Look at him.
Chef Kieran, or what's his name today? We got
What
something
are we going to
else.
call you today?
Chef Keith. It's Keith over here.
It's an art form without firelighters getting these
I
guys
was
to
gonna
go.
buy some, but I'm like, they were pretty confident they got
but
it.
This is where we go back to Kiwi style and build a proper fire. Using twigs, using everything. This is the best part of it.
This is the
Little
wild.
bit of paper,
Tajine
little
cooking.
twigs we found on the beach.
It's going for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chef, can you introduce yourself? Like, how long you been in Morocco?
I came to Morocco in 2002, June of 2002, with my Moroccan husband via New Zealand. We met in New Zealand. The minute I put my feet on the ground here, I'm home, darling. I'm home. Morocco is in my blood, it's in my soul, it's in every step I take. I love it. I love it. It's incredible. Same journeys as all of you guys.
It's like, what is going on over here? Are y'all playing with fire?
How's it going, Mandy? We getting some fire?
Yeah, it's looking good. I want you to cut the onion in half. Use your board.
We're making charmoula here today, and we're with the expert chef here.
We're going to cut it in half and then we're going to grate it into the bottom of the plate, and we're going to make a really loose leaf style of charmoula, which is fantastic. Charmoula is the marinade that you use for any good base tagine. You need it. It gives the flavor, it gives the depth. It always has a bit of onion. It's cool.
Leave
You
it
can
because
cut
you're
it
going to
out
grate it.
because you're gonna grate it.
I'm going to grate it. I do all the work today.
I'm
You're the boss.
Absolutely. I'm the dictator. You're my student today.
You know, people have been saying I need a professional chef to teach me some things, so here we are.
Yeah, at the same time, I'm going to get the garlic ready.
Appreciated.
So normally when we're making charmoula, we do it in a mortar and pestle, which is called maharez in darija. Do you know that?
Maharez, I did not know this one.
Maharez is a mortar and pestle, and here in Morocco, our mortar and pestles are made from copper brass. They're super heavy and they're designed for breaking down the corianders, the parsleys, all of these kind of things. But because we don't have it, we're going to use a grater. We're going to grate that in as well.
Garlic.
Yeah, grate
Throw
it
it
in.
on top.
The littler one, that's cool because it's smaller.
It's nice working in a team.
Absolutely. Teamwork, and there's nothing better than being outside.
Yeah.
Nature, outside cooking is just perfect.
We talked about doing it on the roof today, and she's like, nah,
Nah,
we're going to the beach.
we're going to the beach. If we're going to have fish, banana village, this is my old home, this is my old back garden, and I'm loving it.
So when you first came to Morocco, you came to Agadir, right?
Yeah, we came to Agadir, we used to live here. So 21 years ago, that cafe was there, and we used to come every afternoon and walk on the beach and sunset drinks. It was beautiful. The dog would go crazy on the beach playing. Nobody around. But it's exciting seeing Morocco bustle like it does now with all of the different sports, the different things, the activities. Magnus. Casbor Magnus is parsley and coriander.
It's the same.
Yep. C'est le hamd.
C'est le hand.
Hamd.
Hand
Bildi.
buildy.
Bildi is traditional or countryside.
Organic style.
Yeah. So these are just preserved with natural salts like this one. Yeah. And when you cook with the preserved lemon, like anything with lemon, you're using the skin. You're not using the inner pith.
Oh, really?
The inner pith is really sour and it can bitter your dish.
I was going to throw out the pit. The lemon.
So
sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. There's no sorries in this world. See how we're doing it? With just taking the inner bit out.
Yeah. Good enough.
Yeah, beauty. Chop it up nice and fine. Because normally we would crush it down in the mortar and pestle, and it really lets go of all of its fragrance and perfumes. Because all of these have natural oils in them.
Uh-huh.
And when you've got the natural oils, that's what a mortar and pestle brings out, is the really purity and cleanliness of the flavors.
People are always telling me you gotta get your spices ground fresh at the soup.
Yep,
See if you can
yep.
get them and have the guy grind them.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to be able to make your own spice mixes, not get them to do it for you. These are spices that you don't need somebody else to do it for you. You can do it. We need to cook more. We need to cook more and more together.
Keep practicing. Keep
Yeah,
chopping.
absolutely. Practice makes perfect. And there is no perfect, so we just have to keep practicing. So, we've got all of this. Now we're going to add our dry spices. We've got turmeric.
It's quite a lot of spice.
Yeah, but turmeric is super intense. It's the most amazing flavour, but also really good for you. Anti-inflammatory. But to make an anti-inflammatory work in the body is to add black pepper to it. So the Moroccans, they're smart. They're super smart with the spices they use. They knew how to use their spices for their health as well as for flavour. Now we've got a little bit of cumin. Oops, that's a bit intense, but never mind. It's only us. It's cool. Life goes on. We're doing it Beldi style.
Beldi style.
You know Beldi, don't you?
Yeah.
Ginger. We call this in Darija ginger beer. I love
Ginger
it. I love it, the name ginger beer.
It almost sounds like ginger beer.
Yeah, exactly. This is a funny thing that makes me laugh about Darija. I always associate it to another English word and giggle.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, yeah, man, I know this in English. I can transfer this into Darija. I always giggle. And now the best is olive oil.
Super.
So we're gonna do a bit of olive oil.
We
And
just
now
mix it
we're
there,
gonna
yeah.
mix it. Yeah,
You got her, you want me in there too?
we can do it
We could do
together.
it together, all
Many
right.
hands make light work. So in fish chamoulas, there's lots of recipes, and it also depends on the region you come from. Like, to me, I'm Agadirian. I'm very
is
much
Agadirian
souss. Yeah,
recipe.
this is what I call souss.
Yeah.
We're very much turmeric. So there's no rights or wrongs, it's regional. And it's also between the Berber cuisine and also the, shall we say, the Arab cuisine. There's so many different influences involved here.
Yeah, Sephardic, the Jewish cuisine.
We've
as
got
well.
the Jewish cuisine. It's incredible. Right, so this is nicely marinated. If you remember earlier, we got the fish from the market, and today we're going to go into merlin. I love merlin.
You just throw them right in there, no need
Throw
to rinse,
them,
nothing,
no.
good.
So when we were at the fish market, the guy did gut them.
Yeah.
It's just a tiny little gutting in here. I'm keeping the heads on because the heads give us flavor. It's like anything. You want the bones.
Okay. Some eye juices in there and some fish brains.
Yep. I
all
don't
good
keep
for you.
I don't keep the water of the fish.
Of course. And should I just rub this in here now?
Yeah, just rub it all
Coat
in.
them all. We got 1.5 kilos here.
Yeah,
we're working
1.5 kilos. So this is like 6-8 people, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, rub it all through. You can get it in
The
the
heads too,
the inner piece.
Also the head.
Yep,
Or tail.
yep. Depending on the household you're in, people will eat the fish. They'll eat the heads. They'll eat the eyes.
Yeah.
They're not scared of it. It's all beautiful food.
You know, America, we never get fish with heads on. Still,
Yeah, I know.
You
I
get
remember
fish
the
sticks or
first
fish
time,
fillet.
the first couple of cooking schools I used to do with the Americans, and it's kind of like, please cut the head off, and it's kind of like, can I cut the head off and just put it in the tagine for the flavor, and then we take it out before we eat? And they compromised and said, yeah, cool, I can
That's
do
okay.
that. Yeah,
Just for the flavor.
yeah, you need it for the flavor. Being a Kiwi, being a New Zealander, and the way that we were brought up on the farms eating, and then moving to Japan, it gives you a real
Japan,
appreciation of using all of your food and your product and getting the flavors. Look at that, that's incredible.
Looking good now.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this to the side for 2 seconds, and we're going to quickly build the base of our tagine. These guys are okay
They're
for
okay.
a couple of minutes in the sun. Now we're going to build the tagine. The most important principle is the onion. Oh, the almighty onion. So all tagines all across Morocco, the base, the sweetness, the gorgeousness is the onion. But if you put it down this way, you have less fear of cutting your hands. Got to have a bit of safety control here.
Okay,
Yeah.
appreciate it. What do you think of my knives? Are they sharp enough?
No, they're terrible.
I had a comment say, sharpen your knives. I get anxiety every time you cut something.
So we're just going to slice it.
Yours is going to be much thinner than mine.
Doesn't matter. It's all cool. We got 2 tagines. We got 1 tagine for us for lunch. Second tagine goes back to the boys in the village that were the kind donators today of a pallet and a chair for us to cook on. We got plenty. So we're going to start building the base.
So no oil in here yet?
No, we don't actually use oil in tagine.
What?
Because you've got the natural oils. So let's go to principles here. We're not even going to put salt.
What?
You don't need it.
This comes from Shimola.
We've got it from the shmola. We've got the natural oils. We've got the natural oil in the fish. That gives us our oils and our fats.
I'm
We
shocked.
do not need salt because we've got preserved lemon.
Ah.
And we've got the fish as well. If you use the right spices, the right techniques, it's clean food. Afterwards, we're going to peel a potato. Gotta love peeling potatoes. We're going to build our base because we don't put water in a tagine either.
No.
You put no liquid because your onion is going to release water. You know, I've got a bowl here. We're going to take our rubbish with us.
Yeah, but
We
we only got one
respect.
bowl. I'm going to pick it up, don't worry.
I know you are.
Keep it clean, keep it zwing.
Absolutely. Oh, I like that.
That's
Keep
the
it
mantra.
clean. Wow.
Keep it clean, keep it zwing.
Medema is always, day by day, every day. Dima. So we're going to get our potato once you're ready, and we're going to start slicing. Now we're going to slice it quite thin because we're cooking with the merlin,
Yeah.
which is super fast fish for cooking.
Cutting it thin is something I struggle with. Like, you know, if one thing challenges me in the kitchen is nice knife skills. I think having a nice knife would be a great addition to that.
So when you guys do your visit to Marrakech next, we're going to hook up, and I've got loads of equipment at home. Absolutely, we're going to cook again.
On
This,
the rooftop.
this rodeo ain't finished yet, darling. We got plenty of rodeos together to ride. So we kind of fan out the potatoes at the base, on top of the onion because they're going to release the water as well that makes our sauce. And Ramadan's coming up.
It's coming.
I love Ramadan in Morocco actually.
Yeah?
Beautiful time. Family time, spiritual time, just getting in touch with oneself. And wow, the food. That's another thing. Doing fatour is fantastic. Next one, tomatoes. Let's layer them all down and around. They're also going to give us water in the tagine. So that's why I said all tagines are dry. You don't need to
We need
add
more
liquids here.
tomatoes on this one.
Oh no, we can take from this one. It sounds really silly, but I'm going to push it down a bit.
This one too.
Yeah, just to compress it
Get some
because we
juices
we
too.
gotta get all of this into the tagine.
Ah.
It's all about the layering.
I also like that compression technique, or else you can't
Yeah.
get as much food in the tagine.
Exactly.
It's kind of like how I do my laundry too. you know?
Exactly, as much as you can into the washing
Yeah,
machine.
just
Yeah.
stuff it in there.
I'm not going to help you in your YouTube for laundry. It's just not going to happen.
No episode for that.
So the important thing as well is you've always got to keep this rim here clean because that's where the lid goes down. Waste not, want not.
I
Bit
like
of
it.
juice. Beauty.
Wow, cleans itself.
Righty ho. Let's do some fish. Yeah, I said fish. Fish is New Zealand. It's a Kiwi
Fish.
term. So we're just gonna. Yours is gonna be easier to do than mine because mine's a little bit smaller than yours. So I'm kind of just putting its head in, curling its head in.
And we want to get all the chermoula coming with
Yeah,
it,
the
right?
shamoula will go on last as well. We'll scrape that bowl. That's a big one. We'll give it to you. And they're gonna shrink when we start cooking.
Yeah.
You can get this all in. So push them up against
On the
each other.
side.
Yep. And I'll take this little baby one here. Look at that. When we go to put the lids on, there's a technique, and that will actually tuck the heads in. See how I'm pushing down? Because you also want to keep it conicled. You know how we build up. Now we take all of this yumminess. We take all of the shamoula and we start to rub across. We still got that second preserved lemon. I want to keep building up on the salt flavors. So we're going to add green olives. You can just scatter them on top. So Kev, you're a dude. You're a proper
you
Moroccan dude.
You are the
In
chef.
fact, I'm not even going to call you a dude anymore. You get status of Hajj.
Hajj?
Hajj.
Really?
Yeah, Hajj Sharif.
I went through a phase of being called Mor Acro.
Yeah.
Frog.
Oh, they call me lizard.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a funny one. Just
beauty.
incredible. We're going to put the lids on now. And if you remember earlier, we'd done our charcoal for the mishmas. This is just going to nicely cook away. Take about 20-25 minutes and we're done. Is that not incredible?
Beautiful.
And so super easy.
So much more pretty
In
than
fact,
when
I
make
will
it.
only add one more comment. If you can't do it at home on charcoal, you know you can do this straight on gas or straight on electric. If you're doing it on electric, have something underneath your tagine, like a cake rack, the metal cake racks. But on gas, you can go straight on the gas flame. But keep it on really, really low because the whole point is to do slow cooking.
Bon appétit.
Right.
Basta. Take your tagine to your mishma. We're all going to go surfing now, and when we finish, tagine for lunch. Yippee! That's going to be amazing. So we've done the dishes, everything clean, done it in the ocean, Mother Nature. So let's check our tagines. Come and have a look at this, Kieran. Come on in.
Closer, Aji.
Wow, Agi, chauffe. Ça, c'est les tagines. Wow, Benin. Fantastic. So we got about another 10 minutes. Look at the fish. It's just, oh, look at that. Just beautiful. It's just starting
Already
to
coming
split.
apart,
Yeah.
huh? Wow.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, damn. That's really good. So in the meantime,
Can't wait.
we got one other. I am gonna try acro yoga. Kev, acro yoga, man. Me, I'm gonna do some acro yoga. I'm gonna fly to the air.
Let's do
See
it.
you soon. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is amazing.
Relax. Let the hang.
nice.
Get the view of the ocean.
Yeah. I'm on top of the world. Oh, did you hear that? That's incredible. What a feeling.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yep. If you could go into a back bend, that feels okay for you.
Oh my God.
Okay. Move slowly, move slowly.
Wow, ta-da, Mum. I did it. That was incredible. The best experience I think I've had to my life so far of body freedom. Better than any massage I've had, better than any yoga treatment I've done, no disrespect, Anna. But that is the pure freedom of the body. Cute.
Thank you.
No, you get a cuddle. Oh man, that was amazing.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Wow.
Good.
I can't wait to eat.
Hungry now.
All of the water has now come out of the potatoes, the onions, the fish. And now we're just going to keep leaving it to slowly cook. It's got beautiful bubbles coming around out of everything. Slowly cooking until it really beautifully reduces down to what we call a maraka. It's fantastic. See, this has been cooking for a while now, but you can see how before when we lifted up the lid, there was a lot of water which had come out of the potatoes, the onions, the tomatoes, and of course the fish. Now it's starting to reduce down. So I would say maximum about 10 minutes. And that sauce is what we call a maraka. Maraka is where it thickens, it starts to thicken up naturally through the starch of the potatoes and the caramelization in the onions. And that is the perfect sauce. So voila, tagine is ready. Take a look at that. Shame you guys can't smell it. Sorry. But we're gonna pop it on the table. We've got our traditional bread. This is done in the banana village. And they make just a really good traditional bread and they cook it on in the fire. And so I'm just going to put it back on the charcoal to start heating it back up again. Because we're going full belty, everybody. We're doing lunch with our hands. It's the only way to eat.
Okay, good to know.
And even better, I've already lost my bit of bread. Oh, that's the best
Oh,
part.
no, that's okay. I'm always like, little like, oh, is that a fly? No, it's my shirt.
And melon.
Okay.
See how the bone structure is there?
All the heads are for me, right? On my side.
Yeah.
Today was so magical. Sally brought cake at the end of the meal. That's all. Sally, we're making a video, by the way. Sally's back. And due to hazardous sun conditions at the beach, Rumi had her nap at home with Andrea. And now finally she gets to try the tagine. And Rumi's not really one for many words right now, but... To. That's what you have to say about it? Does she like it?
Mama.
Just be careful for bones. What do you think of that? Doesn't impress you much. So here's leftover from yesterday. Reheated it. We got the juices a little thicker. We're gonna eat it, right, Rumi? Give me that, Mama. I want the fish.
Thank you.
Tagine with a knife.
Thank you.